Mrs. Sullivan section of Class 4. Throughout history, women have always been considered innovators. Whether in medicine or science, their high-tech products and household gadgets surround us and affect our everyday lives. You may have heard the expression, necessity is the mother of invention. Well, it is true. An inventor sees a need and then contemplates ideas and a means to address it. Today, we will present incredible stories about inspiring women whose ingenious inventions have improved our lives and the lives of others. It all began with a mistake. Can you imagine typing important business documents on an old-fashioned typewriter and misspelling several words? Before the age of computers, spell check, and the backspace key, correcting typographical errors was difficult. Working as an executive secretary, Betty Nesmith Graham developed a solution which she called mistake out. Noticing that artists never correct by erasing, but merely paint over an error, Betty Graham decided to try a similar art technique. Using water-based paint and a tiny brush, Betty painted over her typing errors. This technique was so effective that other secretaries begged to know her secret. Betty Graham began making batches of mistake out in a two-room manufacturing plant, her kitchen and her garage. She spent weekends and nights developing a solution that would dry quickly. Soon, she was selling her ingenious solution to the secretaries at the Texas Bank. Less than a year later, a supply catalog called The Office included a brief article about mistake-out, now known as whiteout. Orders flooded in from enthusiastic secretaries across the country. The wheels of success had been set in motion. Betty Graham had triumphantly conquered the business world with nothing more than a jar, some paint, and a brush. Oh yes, and a lot of ingenuity. One dreadful day, weather-wise, in the early 1900s, Mary Anderson, a tourist, boarded a New York City streetcar to escape the sleet and rain. Touring the city on the streetcar, she was captivated by the shivering driver who continually had to get out to wipe off the snow and ice collected on the windshield. In frustration, Mary thought, why can't someone create a device to remove that snow? The year was 1902. It turned out to be a ride she would never forget, and certainly not because of the scenery. This ride would serve as inspiration for Mary to invent the very first windshield wiper. Returning home to Birmingham, Alabama, Mary Anderson labored over the numerous designs which she had meticulously sketched. Her device allowed a driver to manipulate a lever from the inside, activating a swinging mechanical arm that removed the ice and snow. In 1903, she was awarded a patent for what is known today as a windshield wiper. However, Mary's invention was rejected, and eventually she let her patents expire. Several years later, her idea was revived, patented, and sold for a handsome sum of money. Mary's windshield wiper remains one of the greatest safety inventions for the modern automobile. It's a 10-year-old Are there spots on the rug? In the aftermath of an accidental spill, scientist Patsy Sherman discovered one of America's most recognized consumer products. At the 3M laboratories, Sherman was hired to create a special rubber for fuel lines in airplanes. One day, while Patsy was making a rubbery synthetic mixture, there was an accident. A little brown bottle of sticky latex mixture dropped on the floor and splashed all over her assistant's canvas shoes. Although the spill did not change the look or feel of the canvas, it left behind amazing properties. Everything Sherman used to try to rinse the latex off the shoe just beaded up and ran off like water off a duck's back. Eventually, Patsy realized she might have invented a fabric solution that could repel spills and stains. Today, more than 100 kinds of Scotch-Guard protectors and cleaners are sold in more than 50 countries around the world. Thanks to an accident and the inventiveness of Patsy Sherman and her colleagues, everyday spills are no longer a problem. Jean Lee Cruz placed a large chunk of deformed metal caused by orbital debris in space on her manager's desk. Materials like rocks, sand, and bits of metal crashing into a satellite, shuttle, or space station at incredibly high speeds concerned her. An aerospace engineer, Jean Cruz, was hired by NASA to find a lightweight shield that could protect a spacecraft and its crew from harm. Using her ingenuity, she developed a space comfort for satellites comprised of a material known as Kevlar. This invention was critical if our space programs were to function safely. Kevlar is an amazing material. It can be found in airplanes and athletic shoes, tires and roads, gloves and boats, and even bulletproof vests. The mysterious fiber is incredibly strong, yet flexible and light. In 1971, Stephanie Pollack, a research chemist for the DuPont company, designed the next generation high-performance fiber. One day,
Hi, I'm Dana Lowitt, back for the weekly show on What's Up in Other People's Lives. Now, today I have a book called Orbiting the Giant Hairball. Now, I've never read it, but one of my friends have told me that it is a hairballing awesomely show, and that you should all read it. Now, according to the back of this book, it has something to do with Gordon Mackenzie worked at Hamlet Cards for shorty years. When he inspired his college years to slip the bonds of coordinate norm claim, to rise the orbit to a mode of dreaming, daring, and doing about beyond a rubber stamp confines the adversity mindset. So it is a very mind-breaking book, and you should all read it. It is, I'm sure, to be very interesting. Life is like a giant hairball, is what I always say. If you have never read the book, you should try it and maybe bring in your reports. You can say what you think of this book on What's Up, www.comeon.com. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to make your comments on this book. Signing out, Dana Lowitt. Are we done?
Wakefield, the creator of the crunchy, chewy, oh so delicious chocolate picture.
Start. No, Dina. Hi. What did you do? Hello, I'm Sophia Balilis, and I will be talking about the book, The Greater Journey, Americans in Paris, by David McCullough. Now, some things about this book is, let me read it to you. I've heard great things about this book. The Greater Journey is an enthralling, inspiring, and until now untold story of the adventurous American artists, writers, doctors, politicians, and others of high aspiration who set off for Paris in the years between 1830 and the 1900s. Ambition to excel in their work. After risking the hazardous journey across the Atlantic, these Americans embarked on a greater journey in seed a different culture. None had any guarantee of success that they achieved so much of themselves, and their country profoundly alerted American history. As David McCullough writes, not all pioneers went west. Are we done yet? Elizabeth Blackwell, the first female doctor in America, who, for some facts, she wanted to work in surgery, but then she had a very harmful chemical splashed in her left eye, so she could not be a surgeon. So she ended up working in medicine, but Elizabeth Blackwell, the first female doctor in America, was one of this intrepid band. Another was Charles Sumner. There he saw black students with an ambition he had, and when he returned home, he would be the most powerful, unyielding voice for abolition in the USA. So the point is, this book is great, and I've read it probably 12 times or more. I mean, this is just an amazing book. So it tells all about American history in a fun way, in a great way, in a very interesting way. I recommend this book. Read the book. Give me some things about how you liked, disliked it. Give comments about it at www.americansinparis.org. I hope you read the book and I hope you enjoyed it. This is Sophia Balilis signing out. Read the book. Sweetheart, I'm home.
Mom!
Yes?
Can you please play with me?
Sweetheart, I have so much work to do and I don't have any time to play with you. Can't you find one of your friends?
No, they're all busy. It's a school night and I'm done with my homework.
Well, can't you just find something to do? Play a board game against yourself or play dominoes, something.
They're all boring. I'm so bored. I need something to do. It's unfair.
Well, you wanna have something to, eat or drink?
No, I'm fine. I just want someone to play with me.
Well, okay. I'll be there in a minute. Sweetheart, I'm home.
Mom!
Yes?
Can you please play with me? I have no one to play with and I'm so bored.
You know, sweetheart, you know how much I love playing with you, but I have a big presentation to work on, and I just don't have time.
Wait.
Sweetheart, I'm home.
Mom?
Yes?
Can you play with me? I have nothing to do. All my friends are busy. It's a school night. I finished all my homework and I'm bored to death.
Can we start over? That was terrible. Sweetheart, I'm home.
Mom,
Yes?
can you please play with me?
Sweetheart, you know how much I love to play with you, but I'm just so busy. I can't right now. I'm sorry. I have a big presentation to do.
But Mom, all my friends are busy. It's a school night. I finished all my homework and I'm bored to death.
Well, why don't you just go get ready for bed? It's late.
Mom, it's only like 8:30.
Okay. Well, do you want something to eat or drink?
No, I'm fine. I just want someone to play with me.
Can't you play with yourself? You have so many good things to play with.
But they're all boring.
Oh, okay. I'll be there in a minute. Okay. It's okay. Be quiet. Just a couple more, okay?
After a long and
Did you know that I had art class today? No, I had art. No, I did. No, I did. This isn't fun. Can I see this? No fun. No fun. Bored. I am bored. Sweetheart, I'm home. Mom, finally something to do. Yeah, sit at the table. Dinner will be served shortly. Here's your food. Healthy things to eat. Now, give me a minute. I have to unpack. Oh, it was a long day at work. Smiley face. No, sweetheart. Don't play with your food unless you know how. Playing with your food. It's a mug. And a game. Let's say you put hot chocolate in there. You can shoot in your marshmallows. You got a bowl of ice cream? You can shoot in your toppings. It's a game in a mug. So don't play with your food unless you're a professional and know how. Score!
Swiss chair. Now, with polished cherry arms, a relaxing thing, let's take a look at that remote, shall we?
Mine. Well, we can change it onto the setting.
This is our remote. It can do almost anything you want it to do. Give you a back massage. I think this is much more relaxing than your average stool. Dana, look at yourself. Dana.
And I have to agree. I will never have to come home to an annoying house again.
You can be like this, or there's another option.
There is? I never knew of such a thing. Dude, I bet it's not much better than this whole thing.
You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Bring it.
Okay then. Come here. That compared to this. new, relaxing chair. It can recline, incline, put the feet up, massage your back. Comes with its own remote. Take your time for the hard days of work you've been spending and just take a relax. Just relax for a minute. Take that time to enjoy what you have. Just take this time to sit down and be yourself. No screaming children, no hard work, just a wonderful massage chair. Now the Veterans Day sale from November 1st to November 22nd comes with batteries and a free pack of batteries for no charge. And get your leather massage chair that's Swiss anywhere, any kind of color, for only $100.49. That's a cheap sale, I tell you, because without the sale, it would be $200.53. Take this way and get the chair. Get the chair. Take it from me. Hey, Alexandra. Hi. It's your big cousin here with my crazy and best friend. Hope you don't turn out like her someday, but if you ever need any advice, just, give me a ring. I really hope you have a good luck, Charlie. I don't know.
Hello, Mommy. What are you doing?
Well, I am cooking, as you can see.
What is it dun 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 when you run out? Dun 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 dun! Welcome to the water show. We are pleased to say that we are going to do a introduction for the audience. Thank you.
Woo! Wow! Well done, well done. That was the introduction?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Now the show. Nope. Nope.
The lens keeps fogging up. The lens keeps fogging up.
We should be doing the show. And I just want to tell you that we are going
Look at the camera.
We're going to do different, slides, walking, and different acts sometimes on the slide. Here is our worker, Angelia. If you would like to turn the camera to her. She is our soap person.
Our what person?
Soap.
Our soap
She
person.
will help
Very
us
important.
on our slides. that
Very
make us slide
important.
Very slow. And we are here to introduce the water show. This is the first part of the water show. Thank you. Yeah, we did the soap. Now, here comes our alligator, Arabella Barco. A very dangerous act.
Oh, I can see the danger.
the Russian dance, the Sugar Plum Fairy, and the Chinese dance. By Tchaikovsky.
Belly rub. 1, 2, 3. Oh mama, that's it, we're having a birthday party this summer. And we're going to be dancing outside the Van Morse. When you give me on, would you give me on, when you give me on.
son and wrapped him in cloths and laid him in a manger, in a stable, for there was no room for them to stay in the inn. Imagine the stable so long ago. There is Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus in the manger, and animals all around. Now, Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus were born in the stable. They were surrounded by animals who had witnessed the birth of the Christ child. There were many kinds of animals there that night, staying sheltered from the cold. The animals have part in our story too. Through the centuries, since the starry night when the Christ child was born in a manger at Bethlehem, people in all countries have joyously told and retold legends of the first Christmas Eve. There is a very old Christmas carol from the 12th century called The Friendly Beasts, which I and my animal friends would like to share with you tonight. Let's listen to their story. Now I would like to invite you all to be the sounds of the animals, and when you see the animal sign, you're going to make the sound. The donkey says, "Hee-haw." The cow says, the sheep says, "Bam." And the dove says, let's tell the story together.
Jesus, our brother, strong and good, was humbly born in a manger rude, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus, our brother, strong and good.
There was a donkey.
I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I carried his mother up and down. I carried his mother to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown.
There was a cow.
I said the cow away and then I gave him a manger for his bed. I gave him my head to fill with his head. I said the cow away and then.
There was a sheep.
I said the sheep was the curly horn. I gave him apples for his blanket horn. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep was the curly horn.
And there was a dove.
I said the dove from rock to side. Couldn't you sleep, my mate and I? We couldn't you sleep, my mate and I? I said the dove from rock to sky. And every beast by some good spell in the stable done was glad to tell of the gift he gave Emmanuel, the gift he gave me.
Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem in Judea during the time when Herod was king. Soon afterward, some men who studied the stars came from the east to Jerusalem to worship. Now, you are all servants of the king, and every time you see the king's sign, you will say, "Yes, O king."
Yes, O king.
You also will be the camels and make very soft footstep sounds. So when you see the camel sign, and when you
Yay! That was fabulous!
That was unbelievable. Let's see another cartwheel. Dance, Mommy, dance.